Welcome to Saturday Night Battleground on Abundant TV. This is Ephesians Pro Wrestling.
Just the person I was looking for. Hey, what's up, man? How you doing? Don't care. So, I don't know if you heard, but you and I have a matchup tonight. I know, whoa, don't get too excited. But it's for the EPW championship. So, don't mess up and good luck.
Welcome, everyone, to Ephesians Pro Wrestling Saturday Night Battleground here on Abundant TV. I'm Bobby Graham, and I know things. Joining me on commentary is Josh Justice. Josh, what a night we have in store.
We sure do, Bobby. We have an exciting night in store here tonight, and I cannot wait. We're going to have a lot of action. We've got, I believe, Graham Wesson's in the house.
Graham Wesson's in the house. We've got Omega in the house. We've got a main event with Langley and Brixton Shaw.
That's right.
But let's go ahead and get right to the action. Introducing our action is the lovely Anna Lynn.
I am unable to comply.
Josh Justice, I cannot wait to see what's in store tonight. The last show we had was absolute pandemonium.
It was. I mean, we had an empty arena match. We had tag titles almost change hands. We had.
Gentlemen, welcome to Ephesians Pro Wrestling.
We saw
I
Aiden
hear
the
you guys.
Dragon
You guys are hot and ready. We're ready
try
for
to get
some
vengeance
wrestling,
on
so
Johnny
how
Lawless.
Yep.
about a triple threat?
Oh, we got a triple threat here tonight.
We're starting tonight's episode off with the ultimate underdog, Omega.
And I'll tell you, the EPW faithful has they have a lot of favorites, right? But if I were a betting man, which I am not, I do not condone gambling, but this man right here, Omega, he's probably number one in the hearts of the EPW faithful, Bobby.
He is the ultimate underdog, Omega!
He's number one in the hearts of so many of the EPW faithful, and with good reason, because he's got more heart than anybody else, not just in EPW, but I would say in professional wrestling.
Yeah, he's got the heart of a lion.
Tell him to give it back.
I don't think he wants to give it back because, he's got his eyes set on accomplishing goals here in EPW.
Well, another person who's trying to prove themselves here in EPW, unfortunately for them, is this gentleman here, Graham Wesson, who, as you saw in previous episodes, Smith and Wesson.
Alrighty, fans, I'm backstage, and I've got one half of the tag team, Smith and Wesson here, but which one are you?
Again, disrespect. My name is Graham Wesson, one half of the former EPW Tag Team Champions.
Okay, but wait a minute here. You lost that championship, and
Yes, I'm fully aware of what we lost.
But you also lost the rematch.
Okay, so see, here's disrespect going. You want to play games? Fine. We lost our tag team titles. Then we lost our rematch. Guess what? Maybe it's time for a gut check for Smith and Wesson. maybe it's time for us to refocus. You know, I had a conversation with Colt a few weeks ago and had a conversation with Captain, man I deeply respect. And he said, you know what? Maybe we need to take matters into our own hands. So guess what? That's what's going to happen tonight. And you will not like how I do it.
And we're about to introduce the third opponent here shortly. And I gotta wonder, where's Colt Smith? Right now, we've got a different cowboy making his way to the ring.
This is Cowboy Cliff Rogers, who I have seen before, spent some time with on the road, and he is a phenomenal wrestler.
He is. He's wrestled. He's wrestled all over Texas, Louisiana,
yeah.
Arkansas, Mississippi.
He's got a microphone in his hand.
Cut the music. Cut it. First of all of you probably never seen me before. Nice to meet you. Texas bred, cornbread Fred, Cliff Rogers. Nice to meet you. I remember you. And I remember you. Mr. Kyle met me about a year ago, year and some change, who really knows, in Louisiana. I met the EPW guys. They took me in like one of their own, and that's why I'm here. But that's not the only reason why I'm here. I seem to remember you playing G.I. Joe for a while.
Whoa!
And then I seem to remember that not working. You taking loss after loss after loss. And then you met this big, handsome Texan named Cliff Rogers, and you decided you were going to take something you liked. And that's why you got a cheap hat and a cheap duster from SpiritHalloween.com. And
Wow! Shots fired.
oh, look at that. That's cute. Is that pleather? Is that pleather?
Pleather? Man, Cliff Rogers is on a roll, Bobby.
So,
I think he just became my favorite
hey,
wrestler.
good to see you again, buddy. Don't take it personally what's about to happen. But me and this guy, he's got a lesson to learn, and that's about to happen right now.
Man, I guess Cliff Rogers is basically saying, I'm the real cowboy, and you're nothing more than a Halloween spirit store lookalike. That's kind of what he said, right, Bobby?
Yeah.
I mean, he said he had a cheap hat and
He went from stolen valet or stolen leather is basically what he said.
He said pleather. He called his pants pleather. So this could be interesting. Omega may be able to be intelligent here and just let these two go at it and just find his opportunity.
You see two cowboys fighting, it's like when you have two dogs fighting. You don't try and get in the way.
Yeah, you don't get in the way of two bulls, right?
Oh! Chop with authority there.
Have mercy.
Oh!
Hey, in the words of a true cowboy, yee-haw, you know that had to hurt.
He's singling Omega in.
Oh! Now look at Cliff Rogers and Omega working together, Bobby. I like it.
Hip toss neckbreaker combo there by Cowboy Cliff Rogers.
Now what's going to happen?
Now, this is my first time seeing him in action.
Hey, I'm telling you, I've got to see Cliff Rogers in action. He is a phenomenal athlete, great wrestler, respectful, clean, but he takes pride in being a cowboy.
I will say that. And there you see, nice front chancery there by Cowboy Cliff Rogers, 4 years pro.
Yep. And he does have a little bit of amateur wrestling, as you see there.
Mm-hmm. And so does Omega.
Yeah, Omega does. And, you know, honestly, a lot of what Cliff Rogers is doing there, like, it looks like amateur wrestling, but, you know, when you're out there on the farm and you're having to wrestle those calves
Look at
down,
this. He just deadlifted Omega.
Well, I've seen him deadlift a calf like that out on his 100-acre farm.
Oh, good gravy.
He just tossed.
Goes to the pin.
He just tossed Omega like he was a sack of horse feed.
And this is just our opening contest.
Yeah, I mean, already we're, 2 minutes into the show tonight, and we've already got a high-impact intensity match. But the question is where is Graham Wesson?
He's probably down on the floor licking his wounds right now.
Well, in the words of you, Bobby, he's on the outside, on the outside.
Big backdrop there by Cowboy Cliff Rogers. Omega writhing in pain there on the apron.
Oh, no.
No, he's in the
Don't do it to him, Cliff.
He's going to chop
Don't do
right
it
through
to him.
his
Oh, I
spine.
thought he was. I thought he was going to smack the tar out of him. Oh.
Splash, nobody home.
Well, he
Omega
just-
climbs up to the middle rope. Cross body onto the Cowboy.
You know, he told Omega no hard feelings. I hope he's thinking the same thing from Omega. No hard feelings as Omega's going after him and getting on the offensive.
Nice spinning neck breaker there by the Ultimate Underdog.
He just shoved him off like a mosquito. Oh!
He is country tough, that's for sure.
Hey man, when you're corn, he said it himself. He was cornbread fed.
Look at this tilt-a-whirl
Oh,
head scissors.
what a move by Omega! Graham
He
Weston
did a
finally.
720 on that one.
Graham Weston finally up to his feet and back about his wits. Man, do you see?
Or at least half of one.
You see his chest?
No,
It's
he just
cherry
pulls-
red right now.
He just pulled Cowboy Cliff
Oh no! Cowboy
face first into the corner
into
post.
that corner post, that steel corner post.
He's back up. Oh!
Oh no!
Hot shot there on the Ultimate Underdog.
Omega's throat just bounces right off that top rope. And ladies and gentlemen, that rope is still underneath that tape. It's very hard, not much give to it, and it still hurts.
You see some right hands there by Graham Weston. And as funny as what Cowboy Cliff said, I'm not going to say he's a full-on cowboy, but he does work on a ranch. He does cowboy things.
But
But I don't think there's a certain hierarchy to that, and I think Cowboy Cliff
is a few
is
levels
up at the
above.
top. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Oh, no, again, right
rammed
in
him
that
in one
steel
more
corner
time.
post.
He's like, I'll teach you what a cowboy is.
Man, we may need to get someone to make sure that Cowboy Cliff Rogers is okay. I heard, did you hear him bounce off that steel post from
Sure
over here?
did.
Have mercy, I don't know if he's even going to be
Hey,
able
look
to
at
get
this.
up. That may be it for Omega. He kicked out at 2, barely. Omega barely moving.
But he's still fighting. He's
He
still
is-
making his way to
he
the
is-
corner, trying to get up on the ropes.
Cowboy Cliff Rogers slowly gotten back up to one knee there, as you can see at the bottom of your screen.
Now, that's a smart strategy by Cowboy Cliff Rogers. He's there. He's watching the action to make sure that there's not a pin or
Yeah.
submission taking place, but he's still able to bide his time,
Yeah.
rest, get his wits about.
He's shaking those cobwebs. I mean, his head bounced off that steel corner post twice.
Big boots there by Omega. Up to the middle rope. There's another boot for good measure. Graham Weston down to one knee. Sunset flip.
Oh, does he
Sunset
have
flip is not
one,
gonna be
two?
it.
No.
Beautiful maneuver there by Omega.
Just look at the chest of Graham Weston. Bob.
He went for that tilt-a-whirl head scissors again. Got caught in a sidewalk slam by Graham Weston. Now goes for the pin.
Cliff Rogers finally back up to his feet and making his way back into the ring. Oh, no! Man.
Wow.
A low blow kicking that middle rope as Cowboy Cliff Rogers was trying to crawl back in.
You see that Huff Nelson Buster by Graham Weston. Goes for the pin. Only a 2.
Still not enough to get a 3 count on the Ultimate Underdog Omega. I'm honestly shocked that we haven't heard the Omega chants begin to ring out here in the Lordatorium, Bobby.
I'm with you on that one. Now you see him firing up. There's a shot. Several forearms. And Graham Weston just rakes the eyes of Omega. Now he tosses Omega to the outside, to the outside, to the outside.
Yes, he did. And now you got Cowboy Cliff Rogers crawling back in from behind.
Clothesline ducked. Cliff Rogers, Thez press.
I think there's a little bit of anger behind that on Cliff Rogers' part.
Oh, he's fired up. You could tell at the beginning of the match that he didn't like Graham Weston, but now he got rammed in the pole twice.
Oh, and
Now he's ready for a fight.
He's ready to take his head off there, Bobby.
Straps come down. Wrestling math that makes him 25% stronger. He's signaling. Oh! Running drop kick out of nowhere by Omega. I think he's setting up for the Omega code. Omega code countered. RKO. Graham goes over the top rope. Cowboy Cliff picks up the win. Cowboy Cliff picks up the win here on Saturday Night Battleground.
Great opening match, Bobby Graham, triple threat there, and Cowboy Cliff Rogers showing you why he is the true Texas Cowboy.
Very impressive showing by Omega as well.
Yeah.
And to his credit, Graham Wesson, wait a minute. There's Aaron Eagle's music, the hero of the people. And we have seen him come to the ring before and essentially be a hero to Omega.
Yeah.
It's kind of confusing what exactly is going on.
Yeah, I'm not sure either what's going on.
And he just grabs Omega by the leg. Then he stops to pose.
I mean, do you expect anything less from Aaron Eagle?
No.
A long pause there, that pose.
He is. Are you saying that he's quite the poser?
No, I'm not going to call him a poser at all.
I wouldn't either. Talk about strong, though.
Aaron Eagle asking for a mic.
The crowd has gathered. And here I am, your hero of the people. You see, I've been back for about, I don't know, a month. And there's a reason I'm back. You see, I've done a lot here. I've won the EPW Heavyweight Championship.
Check.
I've won the EPW Texas title. But there's one thing I haven't done. I haven't won the EPW Tag Team titles. So I solved that problem.
Wow. He just
I
dropped
was in
him.
a bit of a conundrum, you see. EPW has this stupid rule that I've got to have a tag team partner to go after the tag team titles. So what you see here is a contract. You see, I took out a little loan and I bought the contract of one of your favorite EPW talents.
What? That's a thing? You can do that?
Money talks.
Maybe you can guess who. I don't know. So now, in order to overcome that stupid rule EPW has, I'm going to go after the EPW Tag Team Championships. And I don't care if I've got to go through Johnny Lawless. I don't care if I've got to cancel Ryan Hart. I don't care if I got to cancel Dewey Decker.
I stand ready to deploy, engage, and destroy my enemies. I am the god of war.
Now we saw these two. Go
I am the god of war.
Look at him just kicking Omega out of the ring, Bobby.
I am the god of war.
Well, he made it pretty clear he didn't care about Omega as a person. He just wanted a body in the corner for him.
Yeah, but he didn't say who that body was going to be. He just said that he bought the contract of one of the favorites. That could be Omega. It could be Retro Dewey Declan. Heck, it could be Bam Bam Malone. Just imagine that.
But deductive reasoning would indicate.
Well, yes, but what I'm saying though, Bobby, is he didn't outright come out and say who it was. Just that it was the contract of one of the favorites of the EPW faithful.
But he said we could guess.
Maybe. I'm just speculating. I'm just spitballing here.
Okay. Well, while you speculate and spitball, the Warhawk, Texas champion, Kurt Castle, has made his way to the ring.
He certainly has. And this is a non-title match, correct, Bobby Graham?
I believe so. I believe this is a non-title match between Aaron Eagle and the Warhawk Kurt Castle. Now you see the Warhawk goes for an Irish whip, countered by Aaron Eagle, the hero of the people. Irish whip reverse into the corner, comes right out, clothesline on the Warhawk. So you got an Eagle and a Warhawk going one-on-one. He's just pinballing him with the corners.
The Battle of the Birds, right?
Battle of the Birds.
Which bird will prevail? Which bird is the strongest?
Wait a minute. Crowd chanting for chops. Nope.
Oh my goodness!
I think that's a little bit stronger than a chop.
That really definitely wasn't a crowd pleaser.
What's he going for here? Oh, that'll knock the wind out of you. Picks up the Warhawk.
Look at him picking him up with ease, Bobby. And the Warhawk just flew across the ring.
Somehow he only gets a 1 count after that.
Hey, well,
what tenacity by the Warhawk.
The Warhawk has been nothing but impressive every time he stepped in the squared circle here in EPW.
Oh, hot
look
shot
at him
there.
turn the tide.
And Omega's still laid out on the floor.
Well, he's slowly crawling. Slowly. I
Slowly.
said, oh!
There's a spear by Kurt Castle.
That may be enough.
Only a 2.
Only a 2 count by referee Hoss Blocker. Beautiful camera shot there by the camera crew. Right on top of that action as you see those fists rain down, Bobby.
Fists definitely raining down.
Oh!
And that elbow right to the head of the hero of the people. European uppercut there by the Warhawk.
Now the Warhawk looking to regain control of this match.
Just draping Aaron Eagle over the ropes.
Just heard a fan say something about make them go night-night. Did you hear that yourself,
heard that.
Bobby?
Kurt Castle, a 2-time Texas champion.
In his short time here in EPW.
And the person who defeated him for the title and who he got it back from was none other than the Ultimate Underdog Omega.
Right, which is he still, I'm not even sure. Oh, my goodness. Oh! I think he just showed you how he liked it, Warhawk.
Clothesline with authority there by Aaron Eagle. Oh, kick to the midsection. He just rakes the back.
Oh, and you know that's got to burn, Bobby, with the fingernail scratching the back and the sweat getting into that scratch.
Talons
you know
of the Warhawk going across the back of Aaron Eagle. Counters the suplex. Counters it a second time. Hits the ropes.
Oh.
Low knee there by the Texas champion.
Did get him in the midsection, though.
He got him in the midsection. Took a little bit too much time.
Yeah. Yeah,
Joel
too
Jackie
much
with
time.
the crowd.
Now,
he's got a Greco-Roman throat hold on.
Yep.
Ref says this is a choke.
Now, who's got the upper hand here in the ring, Bobby? I mean, who's the veteran here? Or are they equal?
Aaron Eagle, 15, 16-year pro, maybe 17. Warhawk is a 6-year pro.
Okay.
So the experience and I would say the size have to go to Aaron Eagle.
And Aaron Eagle is in phenomenal shape, Bobby.
He is. He just keeps getting better and better shape. Warhawk, I would say, has a little bit more intensity. But look at this, deep 6. He just hit him with the deep six, goes for the pin. Is this going to be it?
And only a 2 count. And look at the frustration begin to set in on the face of the Warhawk, Kurt Castle.
And that's the thing, too. The intensity is so great, and a lot of times it works in the Warhawks' favor. But with that intensity comes easy frustration.
Yeah.
And I think that emotions get the best. He just kicked Omega right in the head.
Now, what did you do that for, Warhawk? Why? Why would you do that? What did Omega do to you?
Well, you know, we talked last week about how important the energy from the EPW faithful is to the fans. And as much as it feeds the fan favorites, a lot of the villains will feed off of the booing of the faithful.
Look at Omega crawling towards Aaron Eagle like maybe he's crawling to him for help. I don't know.
He needs a hero to save him.
Yeah, that
he's
he
not
does.
going to stand there and wait.
No, would you?
He's going to hold on to the wings of the eagle.
I would hold on to the wings of the eagle, wouldn't you?
Wait,
what's the Warhawk thing? Oh, no!
Spine Buster!
I think unintentionally.
Ron Simmons style Spine Buster by Aaron Eagle.
Unintentionally, Omega with the assist on that one for Aaron Eagle.
He's just wrong place, wrong time, but it helped Aaron Eagle.
Uh-oh, you get some let's go Aaron chance now.
Oh. Kick to the midsection. Irish whip. Aaron Eagle ducks a clothesline.
Oh,
big clothesline of his own.
Look at the big man leave his feet there, Bobby.
Look at this. Fireman's carry. What's he got in mind? And he just shoved.
Oh, no, oh, no, oh, no. Byron.
Kick. Valhalla's called DDT.
Bye-bye, Aaron Eagle. Referee Hoss Blocker not seeing the cover yet by Kurt Castle.
Well,
uh-oh, you hear the growls.
You just had a pile up there.
The growls of the Warhawk.
Aaron Eagle got shoved into Omega, who got shoved into the referee. Referee trying to catch his breath. I think it knocked the wind out of him.
I don't know about you, but that face right there, that is not a man that I would want to meet in a dark alley.
It's not a man I would want to meet in a lit alley.
Uh-oh.
Look at this. Omega's on the top rope.
What in the world?
What's going to happen here? He just caught him. He's going for a running power slam. Yes.
Well, that didn't work out for you there, Omega. Did not work out for you at all.
Did not. Referee still trying to get his wits about him. Aaron Eagle trying to crawl up.
Referee Hoss Blocker trying to shake the cobwebs.
He's got that contract. Catches it, moves it out of the way. Referee Hoss takes that contract, which is locked with a chain. He gets shoved in again.
He got shoved into that contract that's got chains around it, Bobby. Did you see that?
I did.
Aaron Eagle's head bounces right off of that.
He hits the Valhalla's called DDT.
Well, the Warhawk retains, Bobby.
Well, it was a non-title match, but you're right. He's still the champion, and he picked up the win, and now he's just assaulting the ultimate underdog.
Oh, he shoved referee Hoss Blocker.
That's going to be a fine.
That probably will be a fine.
The other things could have been accidents. That was clearly blatant.
Oh!
Valhalla's calling one more time.
Hello! Wait a minute here.
Uh-oh. Aaron Eagle's up. He's laying into the Warhawk. Wait a minute.
Oh, no.
Wait, what?
He threw him right into the Warhawk and sent the Warhawk out of the ring.
He just did a power bomb into a toss towards the Warhawk.
Warhawk's
knocked it out of the
ring.
ring.
My belt. And he is going to get his belt as referee Hoss Blocker is walking it over to the Texas champion, the Warhawk Kurt Castle.
Warhawk demanding his championship. And he you have Omega just laid out in the middle of the ring still. Aaron Eagle standing in the corner, posing.
Still
shocker there.
Checking his head as he was shoved into that contract that he showed us earlier before the match. Wrapped in chains. And referee Haas Blocker pulled it away from Aaron Eagle so that he couldn't use it. And so unintentionally, referee Haas Blocker was holding that contract, and Kurt Castle shoved Aaron Eagle right into it, and his head bounced right off of those chains, Bobby.
It's a series of unfortunate events for Aaron Eagle. However, he still is standing tall, and he's got the contract.
Yeah,
and he says he wants to go after the tag team title.
And it's still, I mean, I get what you were saying, that it's pretty obvious, but is it obvious? Because it could be anybody. Any one of the favorites of the EPW faithful. It could be any one of them.
I mean, could be, sure, but I mean, it's pretty clear.
Well,
why else is he doing? Is he carrying Omega out of the goodness of his heart?
Well, yes, because I think what he's trying to do, Bobby, is he's trying to gain the EPW faithful to make him be one of their favorites.
You know, I've got some oceanfront property in Nebraska I'd like to sell you. Switching gears now, it's time for our main event here on Saturday Night Battleground. As Langley is going to go one-on-one with
the Ultra Ego EPW Heavyweight Champion Brixton Shaw.
This is going to be an incredible match. These two are both very intense.
He's got that little friend with him, Bobby.
He's got that bat that we've seen.
That bat scares me.
It scares me too.
I mean, and ladies and gentlemen, I kid you not, those spikes are very sharp.
They are.
The pillar of violence, is that correct?
Prodigy of violence.
Prodigy of violence, that's right. The prodigy of violence, young Langley, who is in his second year?
Second year pro.
Trained?
16 years old. Trained by none other than Barrett Brown, who turned his back on him, and the two of them
turned his back on him after they lost the tag team championships a little over a year ago just a little under a year ago in that steel cage match that we have yearly, which is coming up and going to be an exciting night as well. But there he is, Ultra Ego Brixton Shaw enters the Lordatorium with that coveted EPW Heavyweight Championship belt. Can young Langley capitalize and take that title home tonight?
Can you imagine being the youngest champion in the company's history?
This is your main event, and it's scheduled for one fall, and it is for the EPW Championship. Introduce you first, your challenger, hailing from the tribe of excessive violence, weighing in at 106 pounds. He is being accompanied by Annabelle Langley.
And if you're wondering, ladies and gentlemen, Annabelle is that bat. That's what he calls the bat.
And his opponent, hailing from Hull, England, weighing in at 18 stone. Here's your reigning and defending EPW champion, the Ultra Eagle, Brixton Shaw!
I tell you, Bobby, I've said it time and time again, nobody better in the business than the lovely Miss Anna Lynn.
We get ready for our main event here, the EPW Championship on the line. Langley, just 16 years old, has a chance to make history.
Well,
being the youngest champion, youngest heavyweight champion in EPW history.
He's already been the youngest
tag team
champion, and that was at 15 years of age. What's crazy, Bobby, is I have a daughter that is the age of Langley, and to think that she could be a professional wrestler is just all mining to me. It's just crazy to think.
Well, you know, we do have EPW kids if she wants to be.
Well, or I mean, 16 years old. Why not EPW women's?
Once she's 16, yeah. But right now, we've got the action in the ring, and 16 years old versus somebody who is a 17-year pro.
Yeah.
Brixton Shaw has been wrestling longer than Langley has been alive.
True, but Langley has been trained by one of the best trainers in the entire state of Texas in 50 caliber Barrett Brown.
No doubt about that. Langley has a slight speed advantage. We talked about it before. Brixton Shaw is deceptively quick, explosive speed by our EPW champion. Brixton Shaw also has the strength advantage.
And he also has that amateur wrestling advantage as well.
He has the amateur wrestling background. It seems like most things are in favor of the champion, on top of the champion's advantage.
Yep.
Where a title can only change hands by pinfall or submission. So if there's a count out or disqualification, even if Langley wins the match, he would not win the title.
Correct.
So this is almost a stacked deck against Langley. What Langley has as an advantage, though, slight speed and the unpredictability.
And you know, Langley's still looking to get his revenge on Barrett.
That's true. Look at this springboard moonsault, didn't quite get to his feet.
That's all right, though, because he crawled right back up real quickly and went back on the attack, but it didn't quite work out for him.
If I'm Brixton Shaw,
did he fall?
If I'm Brixton Shaw, I'm going to keep this match as slow-paced as possible.
Yeah, because when you do that, you're taking Langley out of his game, right? Because
Exactly.
Langley wants to be quick, wants to be fast, wants to be high-paced, where Brixton can slow it down and be meticulous at what he's going to do.
Be meticulous, be methodical, take advantage of that amateur wrestling background, utilize that strong style, that explosive strength.
And again, with Brixton Shaw, there's no wasted motion, no wasted amount of energy. Everything he does for a reason and gives it everything.
Look at that. He just carries him in and decides to turn it into a backdrop.
I mean, and like you said, he's deceptively fast, but he's also deceptively strong. He doesn't look very big, like compared to an Aaron Eagle, but just as strong as an Aaron Eagle.
So, one thing, and this is not against Aaron Eagle or anyone in particular, this is just a fact in pro sports, bodybuilding, weightlifting. There's muscles that are for show and muscles that are for go.
And Brixton's got the muscles to
that are for go.
Yeah, I agree with you.
He's got a raw strength.
That was very well said there, Bobby, about the strength as you get the crowd there on that front row into it. Oh, have mercy, you heard
He
that
just
thud.
chopped him off of his feet. I don't think I've ever seen that. He chopped him off of his feet.
Wow.
His feet went up to the top rope from that chop. And look at him getting in the face of the referee, counting with him.
Well,
Such
and there-
arrogance.
And there goes Langley to the outside to try to catch his breath, maybe.
It's ironic to me, Josh, that if there's one weakness that Brixton... Oh, he's got Annabelle.
He just picked up Annabelle. Don't let him use it, referee Josh Hudgens. Oh!
Right hands there by Langley. And this just goes to prove the point I was about to make. If there's one thing that's ironic, if there's a weak spot in the arsenal of Brixton Shaw, it's his ego, which ironically is what he brags about.
The ultra ego, right?
Yeah, the
ultra.
ultra.
Look at Langley digging his nails into that bald head. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
This is your chance, kid. Don't waste it. Oh, shot to the throat by Brixton
Better be
Shaw.
careful, though, referee Josh Hudgens. You might cut yourself with that spiked bat.
But kudos to referee Josh Hudgens. He put his
Don't
own
do it,
safety in the
Brixton.
line.
Don't do it.
Get that out of here.
Oh. Oh,
man.
Just smash a water bottle over the head of young Langley, ladies and gentlemen.
He looked thirsty.
Man, he left that bat here on the table, Bobby, and my goodness, these spikes are quite sharp.
As spikes tend to be.
Oh!
Right in the breadbasket there.
Oh! Langley really going to town there on Ultra Ego Brixton Shaw there, Bobby. Look at the intensity on Langley's face.
Well, he realizes the opportunity that's here.
He's
to make
seizing.
history.
He's seizing that opportunity. But this is where Langley is at his best. He wants to be violent.
He thrives on violence and chaos. He goes
Rolls
for a
in
pin,
right for a cover.
hooks the leg.
Oh, very close. Referee Josh Hudgens right on top of it.
But there's that explosive strength we talked about. He kicked out and went up to a knee in one motion.
And you're
Twists
getting
the arm, belly to back.
Am I hearing "Let's go
Brixton
Brixton"
Shaw.
chants?
I couldn't tell, but it did sound like that.
I was hoping they were "Let's go Langley," but maybe they weren't.
Well, Brixton does have some family in attendance. It might have been
He
that.
does
And
have
he
some
just kicked
family.
him right in the spine.
I'll tell you, Bobby, nobody delivers a higher impacted kick than Brixton
And
Shaw
look at
in
this.
the EPW.
He had one foot on the throat of Langley, the other foot on the bottom rope for leverage.
No, I think he had his foot on Langley's hair.
On his hair.
Yeah, it was on
Excuse
his
me.
hair, so it was like it's pulling his hair.
Oh, man.
Can you imagine a foot just push? I mean, you and I don't know anything about that.
I'm
We don't
bald,
have-
so-
we don't- I'm almost there, so. Oh, what a move!
Spinning back elbow. Shades of Devon Dudley.
And that just, again, another explosive
Look at this
move.
pin. It was cocky, but at the same time, he hooked the leg.
Yeah, and he had all that leverage on the back shoulders of Langley.
All 18 stone across the shoulders
And
of
18
his
stone
competitor.
is, we said, 240 pounds, 50 pounds?
About 254,
Yeah.
I believe.
Brixton Shaw is no slouch. He is a large individual.
And
Now
he had the weight across the sleeper there, and now he's got him down. It's a brilliant move right here because this is wearing Langley down while simultaneously giving him an opportunity to rest.
Exactly, allowing him to catch his breath, allowing him to calm his nerves down a little bit and regain his self. Uh-oh, are we gonna get a submission? Oh, look how close that was,
So
Bobby.
close.
Great camera shot there in our monitor, Bobby, to be able to see how close his hand was to that apron.
Big right hand there by the challenger. And a headbutt by the EPW champion.
I mean, the champion is just, every time Langley does something, the champion has something to counter it.
You see him pull Langley out of the corner. Brixton
Oh!
Shaw just slaps his opponent right in the face.
Open palm, 100% legal in professional wrestling.
British whip there. Over into a sunset flip. Could we have a new champion? No.
Oh, so close.
Picks him up. Sit out body slam by Brixton Shaw. Hooks the leg. Is this going to be enough? No, only a two.
Now, did you see what happened there, Bobby? When Langley kicked out, he kicked Brixton in the face.
It's a great escape there by Langley.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
I'm not sure what we're hearing here, ladies and gentlemen, but it's not very often you get a "Let's go Brixton" chant.
But he's so good.
He is
it's
so
hard
good.
not to cheer him.
Oh!
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 That was with authority. Elbow there. Langley comes in. Ducks a clothesline for Brixton. Running forearm. Superman punch.
I was going to say, was it a forearm or a Superman punch? But look at
I
Brixton.
thought he was going for the forearm.
Brixton
It was
is
Superman punch.
teeter-tottering.
Superman punch once again.
Two of them. You've got to turn them. You've got to cover, Langley. You've got to cover.
This is your chance, kid. Pin him.
This is your chance to become the youngest champion.
We're about to make history. 1, 2.
Oh, no.
He didn't just kick out. He tossed Langley off of him.
Like a rag doll. Getting this is awesome chance in the Lordatorium. These EPW faithful know what's entertaining, and what they're seeing going on right now is very, very entertaining, Bobby.
And this is our main event here on Saturday Night Battleground on Abundant TV. And what a main event this is.
It's a phenomenal main event, and look at Brixton checking his bottom teeth to see if maybe something's loose.
Oh my goodness.
My goodness, did you see Brixton's head bounce off that bottom turnbuckle?
Yes. That bounced off of.
He could have broken his neck there if he would have landed wrong.
He could have snapped his neck right there.
Oh!
Kick to the midsection. He might have just knocked the wind out of him. He might have broken a rib with that kick.
He may have broken a rib. Did you hear the
impact?
That
was intense.
Did he just slap him or spit in his face? I couldn't tell.
Couldn't tell. He just pie-faced Langley right there.
Yeah.
Brixton is
Now
furious.
we're getting a little bit of mixed chance here. I'm hearing Langley and Brixton, Bobby.
He's just taunting. Oh! Wow.
What a slap by the 16-year-old.
Did you see the sweat go flying off of the champ?
Yeah. Sweat, or was it spit knocking the taste out of his mouth?
Maybe both.
Man. I'll tell you what, you got to give young Langley credit. He is giving it everything he's got here tonight.
Look at
on
fight.
Saturday Night Battleground, Bobby.
We talk about intensity. We talk about fight. Langley is proving he's got grit here on Saturday Night Battleground. Oh, he hits him in the ribs one more time. Hooks him for a vertical suplex.
Oh! Just look at the impact.
Is this going to be enough?
No.
Ref says it was 2.
Now look at the frustration beginning to set in on the champion, Bobby.
He's giving it everything, and Langley keeps kicking out.
I'm telling you, he's going to have to hit something a little bit bigger and a little bit harder than just that.
I'll tell you, when he hit that missile drop kick on the champion and Brixton's head snapped on that bottom rope, I think that Brixton realized that he can't play around.
Oh!
Wow. Did you see that? He just sat up.
That's because he thrives. He loves pain.
Well, Brixton's giving him plenty of it.
He's sitting up again, Bobby.
What is with this kid?
This kid is demented.
There's a third one for good measure. And he's still getting up.
There is no quit in this 16-year-old boy.
Man, just
stomps
him.
I don't know how much more punishment that Langley can take here, Bobby.
Brixton's just yelling at him, saying, come on. Punches him. Now Brixton says, hit me again. Trading forearms back and forth.
Oh, he slaps him again.
Wow. Kick to the midsection. Is he going for a DDT? Going for a twist of fate. DDT!
That may be, wait a minute. What is Kurt Castle doing?
Oh!
What is Kurt Castle doing out here, Bobby?
Kurt Castle and Langley have been feuding the last several weeks over that Texas title. If you remember, it was, oh! Shawshank!
That has got to be it.
Do you remember, it got down to Langley and the Warhawk for the vacant Texas title, and they've been feuding ever since. But man, what an incredible match here in our main event for Saturday Night Battleground. Still your EPW champion, Ultra Ego, Brixton Shaw.
But you got to be impressed with the young man. The 16-year-old Langley gave it everything he had and just got distracted there and allowed Kurt Castle to deter his focus for just a split second. But that was enough for the champion to capitalize and hit that Shawshank and go home and retain that title.
I've got to wonder if it wasn't for Kurt Castle, would we have a new champion here tonight?
And look at that sign of respect there in the ring by Brixton Shaw.
Incredible sportsmanship there shown, and that is not often that you see Ultra Ego Brixton Shaw show respect to anyone.
That is very, very true, Bobby. It's
that
not
is
often.
a huge statement right there.
And almost like a tip of the cap to the young Langley.
That means a lot. Ladies and gentlemen, what a night we have had here on Saturday Night Battleground. But right now, it is time for our gospel presentation.
Let's start with this. This may be news to you, but man, people, us, we are so broken. We are so messed up. Before we meet Jesus in the Bible, in the New Testament, the Bible tells us that the heart is deceitful above all else, and it is desperately wicked. I don't know how you hear that, but that's some pretty harsh words that God uses to describe the state of our heart before Jesus. Sin entered the world through a man named Adam because of his disobedience. And because of that disobedience, we have inherited the nature of sin. Have you ever noticed how it can be really easy to want to do the wrong thing, but sometimes it's really difficult to want to do the right thing? Or that you don't have to teach a child to disobey, but you do have to teach a child to obey. All of that to say that we are absolutely no good on our own. The Bible tells us that we all sin and fall short of the glory of God. I know, maybe you're sitting here thinking, I thought you were going to tell me some good news. Yes, if that's where you are, that's exactly what I'm saying. But in order for that good news to be good news, there had to have a little bit of bad news first. We're broken. That's the bad news. So here is the next part, and this is the good news. Yes, we're sinners. Yes, we're broken. And yes, God knew that humanity would end up in this situation. But the Bible tells us that while we were still sinners, Christ died for us. You see, in the times before Jesus, there had to be a process for his people to go through where they had to sacrifice animals and they had to do all of these rituals in order to make up for their mess-ups. They had to make up for sin. He created a specific system so that his children and his chosen people could make up for their sin. But their hearts were so messed up that they even turned that system into something sinful by putting the system ahead of the God who created it. But he had a plan from the start. He loved his people so much that he would send his son, Jesus Christ, down out of heaven to the earth to walk a perfect walk, to live a perfect life, so that he might become the perfect sacrifice for the sins of me and for the sins of you. He had to die a death on a cross that we deserve, and after that death, he was buried in a tomb, and on the third day, he rose again to be seated at the right hand of the Father. And because of these things, we have the opportunity to be with God forever. And that's the good news. We couldn't get past deserving anything but death. The wages of sin is death. And so God gave us the opportunity to spend eternity with him. The most beautiful part about this is it's a free gift. There is nothing that we have to do or to strive for in order to receive that gift. The Bible gives us a clear-cut path of what it takes. It tells us that if we confess with our mouth that Jesus is Lord, and that we believe in our hearts that God raised him from the dead, that we'll be saved. It truly is as simple as that. And when you do those things, you choose to turn, to repent, to change the ways of your life of sin and walk into new life. Maybe you're here and you've heard this news once. Maybe you're here and you've heard this good news 0 times. And no matter what, he has you here to hear this news, and he might be stirring something up in your heart. So let me tell you a story that demonstrates this for us. Jesus tells us a story about this young man who decided that he wanted to take the inheritance from his father early. He went off, he blew that inheritance, he discovered that he couldn't do it on his own, and he ended up just broken. In the midst of that brokenness and realizing that he couldn't do it on his own, he decided that he needed to come back, but he was scared to come back to his father's house. He was scared that his father would be upset and that all he could do to get back in was be a slave. On his way back to his father's house, he started to rehearse in his head all the things that he was going to say. But as he approached his father's house, his dad saw him out in the distance. He saw him run down. He saw him rugged, and he ran to him. He ran with open arms, and he embraced and said he is so glad that he has come back home. So maybe you've already accepted Jesus as your Lord and Savior, but you found yourself kind of backsliding of some sorts, and that might be because of something like a heartache, that might be addiction, that might be hanging around with the wrong crowd. I don't know what the reason is, but if that's you today, just know that the Father is waiting with open arms. And if you've not accepted Jesus as your Lord and Savior, He is waiting with open arms for you. You don't have to change. You don't have to be different in order to start this process. He is there waiting for you. If you feel led, I invite you to follow me in a prayer that does exactly that. The words in this prayer are not the important part. They don't save you. But what is important about the prayer is that you acknowledge that you are a sinner, you claim that you need a Savior, and you confess with your mouth that He is Lord, and you believe in your heart that He died, was buried, and resurrected for the sole purpose of us to be able to spend eternity with Him. So let me pray. Father God, I know that I am no good on my own. I am a broken person in desperate need of a Savior. I believe that Jesus lived a perfect life. He died a brutal death on a cross where He took the weight of all of our sin. Then He was buried and He resurrected on the third day so that we could have life with Him forever. Jesus, come into my life and make me more like You. I repent from my old life of sin and I step into the new life that I have in You. I pray these things in Jesus' name. If you responded for the first time and you maybe prayed that prayer or you started to think about that prayer, why don't you contact us at the information below and we can help you walk through this most important decision. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we will see you next week right here on Abundant TV.
You know, what we did was great. Like, I don't know if you realize, but before there was Heart's Legacy. And he wasn't on board. He didn't get it. But you, HBO, you're starting to get it. You're finally starting to come around. That chair shot. You hitting Dewey, us getting the win, retaining the titles. Wow. You've come a long way. You really have. I'm going to say it. You know what? I think I'm proud of you.
Really? That's great. Hold up. Does that mean you wear a Heartbreak Outlaw shirt?
HBO, man, what is the deal? I thought we were friends. First you interrupt me in my match, then you hit me with a chair, a shot that you gave me, a title shot you gave me. It's like you planned it or something. It's like you're organizing this thing. I see what's happening here, man. You got all this figured out. You did this all on purpose.
No, I didn't do it. I promise you.
Bro.
I was trying to prevent the chair shot from happening.
No, I don't
really
believe
was,
it.
man. Dude, I love you. Come on.
I know who you're attacking with.
No.
I see what's happening here.
No.
I see what's happening.
Hey,
no.
you back up. You don't have to say a word. You don't have to explain yourself to him. All right? You did what you did, and I'm proud of you. Remember that? Yeah.
Okay.
You sit with that, Dewey.
Okay. I see where your allegiances lie.
Dewey,